Alright, so a bit of an update. If you remember the other day, we made a video discussing about possibly purchasing the LG C4 and the Samsung S90D by late 2024, early 2025, so right around, tax time, holiday season, and whatever, when big sales for TVs go on. Well, it's just incredibly, odd to see how things change so fast, especially right after you make, plans for what's next and just in the future and such. And this is just with basically anyone. So, however, we're not going to be purchasing the LG C4 and the Samsung S90D like we initially thought a few days ago, because if you remember a previous video before that, I mumbled there for a second, but if you remember a previous video that we discussed before that about moving again, well, this is kind of like what made us have to, change things around, especially when it came to TV purchases. And with us possibly moving into our old apartment here in the next few months, this is actually probably the smartest thing to do. So, we still are getting rid of our TVs, or the select 2-3 TVs that we mentioned. We already actually got rid of one of them just 2 days ago, and that was our other second version of our TCL QM8. We still have our other QM8, which that is one we're going to absolutely, just keep. But we're now still trying to figure out, how to sell or who's going to buy our Samsung QN90B. And then now, just the other day, we decided, well, let's actually get rid of our Vizio as well. And then we are going to purchase a new one. And this is going to be our final TV. And this time, I'm flat on dead serious. Now, I know I've discussed about, not buying TVs before in a while because whatever, and then all of a sudden stuff has changed within a month or two. But this time, this will indeed officially be our final TV for a good while. As soon as we get done with this one, we're just going to immediately save our money and hope to get something like the PlayStation 5 Pro that's rumored to come out this holiday season, which I believe it's going to happen because we keep saying rumors, leaks, and speculations all over the internet. So if there's countless of leaks and rumors like that suggesting a PS5 Pro, then 90% out of 100, it's officially 100% true. So I do expect the PS5 Pro to come out late 2024. But we are going to get one more TV this coming up week. And I will tell you, not the model, but I'll tell you what brand it is. It is going to be a Sony. But it's not going to be a top-of-the-line Sony or higher, expensive, like Sony TV or whatever like that. But it's also not going to be a low-budget Sony TV either. As for what the model is going to be, well, that will be a surprise for you guys in the next week. Once we actually get it and we start our unboxing video, then you're going to see the thumbnail and the title of the video and be like, oh, that's what model it is. So, we're going to get rid of our Vizio, and then the Sony is what's going to be our replacement. This is a Sony that we have right now that is currently turned on our PlayStation 4 Pro. This is the Sony X90K from 2022, which we made a couple of review videos on once we got the TV, and then about a few months after to see how the experience with it was, and it's still very good overall. This TV compared to OLEDs, this might have some blooming and just, decent good brightness and just decent black levels altogether, but the clarity on the Sony TV, our Sony X90K for an example, is still quite excellent. Like, it's still very sharp, it's still very crisp, and Sony is known for having the best processor at, when it comes to cleaning up the image, whether you're watching like an old school 480p or 720p, movie, or 1080p, whatever, for gaming and such. Like, Sonys are known for having the best upscaling processing compared to all the other brands, even though like Hisense and LG and Samsung do a very good job at upscaling also. But Sony does take just a little bit of a better edge at upscaling. So, like I mentioned, this Sony TV we get is not going to be a top-of-the-line Sony, and it is not going to be a budget bottom-line Sony. This is going to be still a really decent Sony TV. So, now this is going to be our final TV for quite some time. And this time, I'm flat on dead serious. So, as for what the model is going to be, well, it'll just be a surprise once until we get it and we do the unboxing and review video, and that is going to be our last TV review video for a long time. So, but we're going to have two QD OLEDs, we're going to have two regular traditional OLEDs, and then we're going to have two mini LEDs, and then now we're going to have two Sonys. And honestly, with us moving back in our old apartment, and we have to make sure we got enough space, and we want to still have a decent of good quality TVs, this is kind of like what has gotten us to make this decision. So, one more TV review video for you guys on this channel, and then you won't see another one for quite some time. But honestly, like I mentioned, it is a Sony TV, and it's going to be a wonderful TV. It is still going to blow you guys away. And it's kind of shocking at this point, because there is literally nothing about Sony's new 2024 lineup. And last year, Sony announced its 2023 lineup on March 1st, 2023, and we are officially on April 8th, 2024, and we still don't have nothing on as to the Sony's new lineup of 2024 TVs, and whether the model numbers are going to be called, like if it's going to be the M series, like since last year was the L series, and then like our X90K, the K was basically meant for 2022 models. So we don't even know what the letter or number is going to be for the 2024 models, but it's most likely going to be the M series. It is going to be like an X85M, X90M, or whatever. That's pretty much what they're going to be called. But it is kind of shocking that Sony has not even announced or even given us, a whatever behind the scenes, because even then, Sony was not at CES of 2024 just 3 months ago, back in January, like all the other 5 brands were, like LG, Samsung, Hisense, well, 4 brands, I should say, not Vizio, but Hisense, LG, Samsung, and TCL. Those were all the only 4 brands that were at CES 2024. So even then, we don't even know what Sony's 2024 TVs are going to be. But this is going to be our final TV that we're going to get. As for what the model is, I mean, you can put down in the comment section down below of which model what your guess is going to be, whether if it might be the X85L or the X85K or the X90L or the X93L or the X95L or the A80L. Just let us know in the comment section down below if you want of your guess, or if you're going to be looking forward to seeing what the surprise is for what Sony model we end up getting. I am going to let you guys know this, not just because of it's not going to be a higher up expensive TV and it's not going to be a budget TV. It is going to be a 2023 model. But you probably can already take a lucky guess as what it's going to be. But if you don't know, you can just wait and see what model is going to be, and let us know if you're excited to see what model we do end up getting. But this is going to be our final TV for quite a while, and then as starting after that, we're just going to continue basically with gaming and just consoles, and then, making a few, TV review videos of like the TVs we already own, for like having them for like a certain amount of time, and how are they still going in whatever, like 6 months, 2 years, however long we decide to do the videos for how long that we've had them. But other than that, there won't be no new TV or anything like that coming on this channel for quite some time. Probably not even until closer to the next generation of consoles. But I figured I'd just give you guys a quick up-to-date. So the LG C4 and the Samsung S90D are completely just turned off, but we got a Sony TV that we're going to be getting here relatively soon, in probably a little over a week or so. And as for what model it's going to be, you'll just have to wait and see, and it will be a surprise. So hit that like button if you like this channel. I was about to say subscribe, but hit that like button if you enjoy this content. Subscribe if you are new to this channel, and we'll keep you posted with more content such as gaming and such in the future, and TVs like way far down the line. But yeah, hit that like button, subscribe, let us know in the comment section down below of your guess of what Sony model we're going to be getting, and or if you're excited to see what the model is going to be. So yeah, just let us know in the comment section down below if you're excited to see what the model we get or what your guess is. But other than that, that's going to pretty much do it for the video. So this is Tech and Gaming Reviews. Rate, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.